Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. It's me, Word Girl, and we are on the last day of September gaming. I do see right now Tom is in the chat. Hello, Tom. And I know Tom from Escape This Podcast, and Tom did a great episode. Um, Himself, he ran a room for Bill and Danny, and it was pretty nice. Good to see you as well. I know it's like midnight there where you're at, so I appreciate you joining, but if you do need to leave, I understand. Let me know. Yes, but please check out Escape This Podcast. I just so happen to be wearing merch today. And Escape This Podcast, if you don't know about it, is really cool. It's where Bill and Danny, and Bill, you will know Bill, I played up with Bill at the start of the month. They run through audio escape rooms, and they're actually about to have another little Solve This Murder. They have another podcast spin-off thing called Solve This Murder, and it's really cool. And another season actually, I think, just dropped or will drop tonight if you are in a time zone that it's going to drop in. Yes, Tom says he's in Bermuda on holiday, only 9 p.m. Oh, great. Just an hour ahead of me. That's convenient. That means I know there must have been some jet lag when you got there. Friday night it drops? Yes. Okay, Friday night. I just wanted to make sure because I know that I think it's Friday night for no. Is it Friday night for Australia? Or like Saturday morning for Australia? Not sure. Yes, it's only a 4-hour difference. Yes. So I guess it's okay. But you did kind of lose sleep a bit. Like, I mean, you got an extra 4 hours into your day where you didn't have to go to sleep. So I guess you didn't lose sleep, but like, unless you just wanted to go to sleep. That would be nice. But yeah, that sounds like an awesome trip. And I saw a lot of you posting about you being there, and that's so cool. Nice. I think it would drop in middle of the night for me at home. Yes. Okay. So it is tomorrow, which would be like midnight Saturday for you normally. Okay. Well, either way, I'm excited for it. Spoiler alert. I was one of the ones who tested it, so I can't tell you anything about it. But I still want to hear them run through it and see if, you know, when you test something, it's funny. Yes, I did actually. So it's funny when you hear other people go through it and then see if they thought the same thoughts you think, or, you know, asks the same questions as you. A murder mystery itself is actually like very interesting because, you know, different suspects and all that kind of stuff, and the way that they do it on Solve This Murder is really, I guess it's kind of like one of those click and point games, like where you can kind of go up to everybody and find everybody. But it's funny because usually how Danny does it, she says she's bad at improvising, but I think she's really good at improvising because, especially in like a Solve This Murder kind of state, Bill just goes around and tries to ask everybody questions, and then she has to make up on the spot what they say, but she has in her notes, you know, who's, you know, the suspect, who's innocent, who's guilty, and there's evidence and stuff like that, but it's still so much like on the spot improvisation going on, like an RPG. Tom says, I like watching other people solve. I'd be rubbish at it myself. Well, well, you're good at escape rooms, right? I think that, I mean, well, it is two different kind of things. But don't judge yourself so fast. Have you ever tried something like a murder mystery before? Because, yeah, I don't know. You might surprise yourself and be better at it than you think. But yeah, I know it's not for everybody. It's not even very easy. And especially if you are a Patreon donor for Escape This Podcast, they go over 2-minute mysteries by Donald J. Sobel, which is the one who wrote the Encyclopedia Brown books. He used to write, before that, I think, like 2-minute mysteries, little short little, mysteries that you're supposed to be able to solve in 2 minutes or read in 2 minutes and think about and then try to solve. And it follows Dr. Helegian, who is a guy who, like, instantly figures out everything. And it's kind of, like, not realistic. Like, some of the answers to these mysteries are, like, so, like, what? And, like, even if somebody is lying about something or something like that, you can't just say, arrest them, they're the murderer. I mean, you know, there's different people, and some people lie for different reasons. Also, some of the lies that are caught by Dr. Helegian, like sometimes they could even be accidents on the part of the person talking. Like if I said, oh, it was 9 o'clock when I did this, and then actually it wasn't 9 o'clock, it was 8:59, and I'm like, well, that doesn't mean I'm the murderer. It's just that I, accidentally was a minute off. But yeah, that's kind of a funny kind of exaggeration of some of those solves, but some of them are just as ridiculous. Or like the answer is something that nobody would really know, because also you do have to realize that these books were written back in like 1980, no, 1970, I don't remember, but like Donald J. Sobel, the Encyclopedia Brown books are quite old, so these were before those. So Tom says, a done a murder mystery escape room in a team of 4, but it's different to solve this murder. Yes, that's right, because in an escape room, like a physical one anyway, you can like look around, see evidence. Like some people, it's harder to keep track of all that in your head. That's the, there's good and bad with escape this escape this murder. Escape this podcast and solve this murder. There's some good and bad, pros and cons to both. So if you're in a physical escape room, yes, sometimes it's like, this is such like low quality. Sometimes it's like, oh, this is amazing. And then, yeah, same with the physical escape rooms or solve this murder. Sometimes it's just hard to keep track of all that in your head. Like at the start, Danny can say, oh, there's the door, there's the kitchen table, there's the toilet, or something like that. And then you can forget she said the door. And when you forget, then, like, she's hinting around, like, check the door. We know, as inside joke, always check the door is something that Escape This Podcast emphasizes often. But if you forget she said the door, a door is just so obvious. Like, you don't even think, look at the door, You just think, yeah, you're just like, wait, I thought I checked everything in the room. So that's why you kind of are encouraged to draw out a map. Sometimes she does have, visual supplements that you can download and look at. But other than that, it can be hard to sort it out. Wild Zoo Guy is here. He says, me, I'm that guy who can't immerse myself easily with no visual additions. Yes. So I do understand there are people like that who it's hard to get with audio, like audio only. And then there's some people that's hard to get with visual only. Sometimes they appreciate the audio. So different people appreciate different things. So yeah, all of the things are good. We just have to find something that's right for us. But yes, Tom, since you are here anyways, Wild Zoo Guy already has one, and I just wanted to gift a sub to somebody. And yesterday nobody came. Wild Zoo Guy showed up at the end, but he already has a sub. I think Rando Scorpio once gifted everybody subs. And my September goal has not been met, and this is my last stream in September, so I want to gift you a sub. No, it's no problem. In fact, September, there's discounts for subs, and even I get discounts for my own subs. And if I get 15 subs, then I can unlock stuff. So I said, since nobody else bought subs, I can buy subs. and gift people subs. I see Wild Zoo Guy has resumed activate music. I never saw what this does, he says. Well, that's the thing. I didn't have prep for that. So somebody redeemed someone say something before, and then I didn't have things ready. And I said, now I have things ready. And then now there's activate music, and I don't have it ready. Go for proper 60s music. If only I had a proper 60s music. I will be more prepared for musics in the future, but yeah, no, I'm going to play something. Let me see. I will find. I will find it. There it is. Okay, and I will play it. Hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. Okay. Is that too loud for you guys? If it's too loud, let me know, because if you can't hear me, I will turn it down a little bit more. Oh, cool. A Mexican church you follow recently released an absolute banger. I think audio generally can be turned up. Yes, so, I just want to know, can you hear my voice over this music? Because sometimes the music is too loud and you can't hear my voice. But if you can hear me good, then great. This will just be playing in the background until that is over. Anyway, yes. So that's cool. Please link the Mexican church. I would love to check them out, and I would love to listen to that song. In terms of you against the music is great. Okay, good. Great. Yes. All right. So anyways, today is the final day of September gaming. I am planning on doing some October streaming. I know there's Inktober. I see there's also Arttober and Prompttober and all kinds of tobers. Well, I wanted to do them like some kind of sketching art kind of, you know, streams in October. And so I'm gonna try to, can I request a stream on October 7th? Let me see what day October 7th is. It's Friday. Okay. What time? Or is that not a thing? I see it's a Friday. Yes. What time are you looking at, Tom? Normal time. Okay, so like at 8 p.m. Normal. The month of the 21st night is almost over, says Wild Zoo Guy. And I woke up on the 22nd and said, oh man, I did not do it. I was supposed to do something. Everybody's supposed to do something on the 21st. Unfortunately, I missed this year, but it's okay. Anyway, if you're not familiar with the meme, it's the song, isn't it Earth, Wind, and Fire? If it's not, I'm horrible. But it is a song called Do You Remember on the 21st Night of September? And that's a funny meme now. So yeah, that is what we're referring to. Anyway, yes, Tom. Friday, 7th October. Yes, so did you want, what kind of stream did you want that day? You just want me to go and stream that day because you know that you will be able to make it to the stream that day? Or are you requesting a special kind of stream? Because if you are, let me know. Because I do owe you guys a super fun stream party because you guys all contributed the 7th is your 23rd. Your 23rd birthday? I don't know what you mean. if it's your birthday, let me know. Yes. Yes, you turned 23 on the 7th. Yes, that's right. Okay, great, great, great. That's what I thought you meant. I figured you were saying it's my 23rd birthday, but I just wanted to make sure. But yes, that sounds great. So a birthday party. That's nice. Oh, cool. I can DM you about that. That would be great. Anyways, yes. So, I will do something in October. Maybe look for that party. Maybe look for Tom's party. Stay tuned. I was supposed to have the schedule done for today to go out, but unfortunately I was not able to. Memnar. Wild Guy has activated an emote of Magnar with meme shades. Well, yes, verily, verily. Thank you for that. But guess what? I was going to do a run of my game. It was Ailing a Chakis, which is set in Winsome Horde. That's what I was going to try to do tonight because I'm supposed to be doing games. I'm gonna play a little bit of Railbound probably because there was a level I got stuck on. I feel like I was just sleepy and I wasn't feeling right, so I probably just was not seeing the solution. But I'm gonna try that again. But first, since you guys are here, we're gonna run through this fun little adventure that I made for Adventure April. It wasn't this year, but I think it was last year, and it's more for like a TTRPG style, but we're just gonna run through it and see how things are because on Tuesday I went through my kind of choose your own adventure to see where I left off and what was not complete about it. So today I'm gonna see if this is all complete because I really think that there's still something there that is not complete, and we're just gonna check it out. If you're not familiar, World Anvil is a cool site where you can make your own website for your own characters, your own worlds. You can do everything here. You can make TTRPGs, novels, maps, all sorts of things. And I do have an account on there, and I have lots of worlds, and they have manuscripts. You can make all kinds of articles, and so much. It's awesome. World Anvil, check it out. But yes, anyways, this is called Ailing a Chakis, and it is it's set in my medieval world. So right now I'm currently working on Secret Agent Someone, which is a modern, like spy kind of world, but this is a medieval fantasy world called Winsome Horde. And so yeah, let's see. Oh, this music is about to go on. So we're going to go into this. Ailing a Chakis, basically, a kindly old man needs your help. A Chakis's element is indeed a fatal one. That is, unless a potion is acquired. A potion comprised of various elements found all over Winsome Horde in places far too distant and dangerous for this frail gentleman to reach. In exchange for your help, he promises a share of his immense riches. Are you and the Munberdians willing to trek through dry deserts, face taunting tribals, deal with devious dwarves, climb mighty mountains, and brave boisterous blizzards to save him? Okay, what a tongue twister that was. Okay, so basically this is for the GM to run through players through the game. I'm still showing you guys the screen because it's not so much of spoilers that you will see. If you do want to play along in the chat, feel free. Yeah. So you can just be a character if you want to. If you don't want to be a character, it's fine. But if you want to make up a fun thing about what you are, put it in the chat. What kind of player are you? I did have some sample characters that you could play. If you'd like to check this out, sorry, I forgot to do that part. And you can play along at home in the chat. There's the link. So I have these different players you can be. There was a girl, elf girl, dwarf girl, elf girl. I don't know. It was an elf girl. But I don't know why she's not there. I feel like, why did I delete her? I will find her. I don't know. Anyway, you find yourselves questing on horseback through the forests of Haven, right along the edge that meets Lidlecroft, on patrol in a group of Munburdians. Not just any group, in fact. The sons of Havarder, both Magnar and Sindri, are in the party as well. This makes you feel quite grand, important even. Havarder, the chief of the Munburdians of Haven, will surely hear a detailed report from his sons about whatever you do. Is it a massive multiplayer online game? And no! This is basically, it's like a tabletop role-playing game. So I am just telling you what happened, and then you can, like, tell me what you do. Like what we used to play. What would you do things? That's all this is. Yeah, me and my siblings used to play something called What Would You Do Things, and we would just say, okay, we have a house, we have a car, this is me, I'm this character, or I'm myself, we're going over here, we're doing this, oh no, a bad guy, what do we do? Like that. That's like kind of like what it is. But only with most TTRPGs, you have dice that you can roll. Like if you say, oh no, a bad guy, what do we do? And it's like, I punch him. Then you have to roll to see how effective your punch is and stuff like that. So yeah, that kind of thing. Anyways, let's see. There isn't very much for you to do, however. As of now, the patrol has been eerily calm and quiet. Sindri seems not to mind at all. If anything, he seems relieved, but you can tell that Magnar is aching for that same sort of adventure you desire. If something fantastical were to happen, a brave and gallant act on your behalf could favorably tip the very scales of time and fate. What a story the sons would have to tell their father then. You may even be promoted in rank. Nothing of that sort would happen, though, if excitement didn't befall you soon. Just as the group of you begin to reach the limits of your patrol and slowly turn to head back to Hergud Hall, a lot of you hear a sound and excruciating cry for help up ahead. What do ye? So, first, before I reveal what happens, you guys in the chat can tell what you would like to do. So basically, it's kind of like an open-ended thing. I say, what do you do? Okay, so you, I don't know, Tom, if you're still there, if you want to play. Anybody else in the chat? I see there's other people. If you're lurking, hello, thank you. If you don't want to talk, that's okay. But if you want to jump in the chat, go ahead and feel free to do so. It's nothing formal. We're just kind of just playing through this. So, you are with Magnar and Sindri. If you don't know who they are, oh, it's Josiah Cyrus. Hello, it's my other brother. Hello, how are you? I did not know you were joining. So, yes, this is, if you just joined, this is the Winsome Horde world, and we are playing this interactive game. So you guys know Magnar and Sindri. If some people watching don't know them, basically Magnar and Sindri are two brothers who, Magnar is like a brave, gallant, adventuring knight fighting guy. And then Sindri is kind of a timid, kind of scared, kind of peaceful guy who doesn't like to fight. So they make quite a duo. They want, yes, indeed, says Memnar with the meme shades. Yeah, so their father wants both of them to be strong and fight, and they are Munburdians, which are kind of like knights that fight and protect their land. But Sindri doesn't want to be violent. He wants to keep the peace. But they are just patrolling now. That's why Sindri's so okay with the patrol going regular and not being scary and not needing fighting. But Magnar's like, come on, where's the action? So, if you hear this loud, excruciating cry for help up ahead, what do you want to do? To catch anybody up who is just joining, you guys are just trekking through the woods on patrol with the Munburdians. You're very bored. The patrol, you didn't see any suspicious activity at all. Until when you're just about to turn back to your headquarters, then you hear a loud cry for help. So what do ye is the question. So in the chat, you can say whatever you want to do. You don't have to be very specific. We don't have to roll dice. We just want to know in general, if you were on patrol and you heard a cry for help, what would you do? If you don't want to say anything, I will choose something myself. Even though I wrote this, I will say that I don't remember everything. Goatnar and Peak Tree, let us go forth, says Josiah Source. With Goat and Peak. Okay. So I assume that that means that he wants to go and find out what that cry for help is. So we'll see what happens. So here's the GM notes. It says, regardless of what the party collectively chooses, Magnar will insist on finding the source of the distress signal. He will be determined to go beyond normal patrol limits, despite the protests of Sindri and any other of the group who may oppose. But obviously you guys don't, because Wild Zoo Guy says, onward, brother. Sindri will eventually follow the relentless Magnar, and the rest of the group can be railroaded as well. Although it is probably not a very common choice to avoid this clearly laid out call to action. So yes, of course, I expected the players to want to go and find out. If they don't want to find out, why are you playing this game? Yes, you can leave, but you know, it's okay. Rushing forth to find the source of the voice, the group of you come upon an elderly man lying on the ground in disheveled blue robes. He appears to be injured or ill, or both. He's no doubt in distress. So basically, he will say, oh, and when you try to calm him down, he'll begin talking more clearly, though his speech is still punctuated with much coughing and struggle. So basically, he will say, oh, Monbardians, are you Monbardians? Oh, how delighted I am to see the likes of you. I am in terrible need of your assistance. You are a nice group of fine, strong fellows. My name is Achakis. I am but an ailing man with hours yet to live. This horrid illness, it is not contagious, no, but quite deadly even still. Only to me, though, yes. I was cursed with a curse, and the only cure would be for me to bathe in a very special elixir. I've been studying it every of my dying day, and so far have collected most of the ingredients. By that I mean the ones I could find about my house and in the forest that surrounds it. Doing this, I have come ever so close to completing the concoction, but unfortunately it requires 4 more ingredients to work, ingredients that simply cannot be found in lowly Lilocroft. These ingredients demand I travel far beyond to attain, but I am afraid my frail and sickly body cannot handle such a journey. You, on the other hand, brave and mighty warriors, can face absolutely anything. Thank the shining Lord you heard my cries and came running when you did. Yet a few more days and my soul would have surely been lost. I've lived upon this earth nearly 10. You may say that means it is high time for me to depart. I think not. There are so many things I'd love to do, but so little time to do them. That is, unless you fetch the 4 ingredients I need to complete the antidote. These 4 ingredients will be found at 4 different locations in Winsome Horde. Now, what the guy says, tis a wizard? I don't know if I buy this mess. And he puts Sindri's face, which of course that's what Sindri would think. So if anyone asks what he means by the fact that he was cursed, he will tell them that a horrible woman came to his home and struck him down. He had been sick ever since. When the members ask what the ingredients are, basically he tells them 3 pinches of sacred sand from Grotig Piran's burrow, mixed with a sweet drop of cactus dew. The second is a leaf of Nisi from the Fergenholt wood, and not just any leaf of Nisi. It has to be one that grows split naturally, not a leaf that was manually cut by man. If this is done, the potion will be not effective, I assure you. I will know the difference, trust me, I will. He says, it'll be a complete and utter waste of your time and mine, so I suggest you not do such a thing. He is not wanting you to cut the leaf yourself. It has to naturally grow split. The third is a sliver of crystal, clear purple euphane. And this can only be found deep in the forest caverns of Tangoon. And beware the tricky dwarves that dwell there. Last is a handful of melted snow from the Mount Gardenbow, highest peak. So if any of the party will, Sindri will have Rafa, which is another plant, which should heal. And if they offer Rafa to Achakis, you will say, "What about Rafa?" You ask. "I've already tried that. Does nothing alone. I need the rest of those 4 ingredients to add to my brew, and once I bathe in it, I will be stronger and better than I ever was before. I can feel it in my very bones," he says. So, though Magnar will be eager and willing to assist right away with little to no further questioning, Sindri will be skeptical. The party may even ask, "Why should we help her? What's in it for us?" And if they do, he will say, "You may not think it, but I am very rich, richer than you can imagine. I have no family to leave my fortune to, so I hid it all away in an undisclosed location that only I can find again. If you fetch these ingredients before I perish, I promise to reveal it all to you. And when my time is eventually come, you may keep the treasures for yourselves as if you were my own sons." So, if anybody seems doubtful, which it seems like you guys are, he will provide an offering to prove that he is not some old poor man lying. He will hand each member of the party a purse of 25 Euphane coins for security. And as Wild Dugai says, and put the Sindri emoji, is right. Sindri fears this man is a wizard and is reluctant to assist him in sorcery, but Magnar longs to help the old man. He craves adventure, and the promise of a few riches doesn't sound too bad either. Before anyone can oppose, Magnar is already shaking Achakis' hand and promising to return with the ingredients. And Wild Dugai puts the face that Sindri makes at the moment when they see him shaking his hand. So, anyway, let's see. He says thank you to the kindly gentleman, and he has faith in the lads to find the things, and good luck, my brave knights. May the shining Lord be on your side. So, now where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the nearby marketplace to stock up and prepare for the long journey ahead? But do you want to go straight away to find the ingredients, or do you want to stay around Achakis' home for a while? Which of these 3? It's kind of like a choose your own adventure, so you can choose which one you want to do. Anything in the chat? If not, I can roll a die and find out which one to do. Yeah. So there's a handy dice back there. But I wait. I think that Wild Guy and Josiah's source are still here. I don't know if Tom's still here, but it's okay. If somebody else is lurking, hello. If you'd like to say something, go ahead. Wild Guy says, "Art thou that much of an imbecile?" "Follow the lad," says Josiah's source. "At least stock up," says Wild Guy. Okay, so what does follow the lad mean? So where did the lad go? What, Sindri? The lad? Yes, the lad would have left, but Magnar would grab him by the shoulder, put his arm around him, and force him to come along. So unfortunately, following the lad will be following Magnar. Magnar is following you to find out where you want to go. Wild Guy says, yeah, stock up. Stock up. All right, we're stocking up. Okay. We head into the marketplace of Lytlecroft. Before you all stand various merchants with tables and tents. Do you want to visit a blacksmith, an exotic animal merchant, a lady selling extravagant linens, a farmer, or a mysterious cloaked woman seated at a table? Of course, Wild Guy, I knew what you were going to say. An exotic animal merchant. Okay, a parrot screeches as you approach. You spy tiny frogs in glass jars, various colorful birds in cages, and a large snake with very elaborate pattern churning around the merchant's neck. In vials scattered about the table are all sorts of spiders and insects. There's also a variety of empty jars and containers for those who would rather capture their own critters. Sindri is highly fascinated with this table and stops to talk with the merchant for a while. So, you can buy stuff. You have the 25 Euphane coins that Achakis gave you. Yeah. So, yeah. You can just say whatever you want to buy. You can just grab stuff. But I will tell you, these are the GM notes say that I can allow the players to purchase any of the animals or enclosures at an ideal price. The bigger and more elaborate the creature container, the higher price will be. Sindri may suggest to the group that vials or bottles should be purchased to contain Achakis' requests. as they are collected if no one else thinks of this on their own. So see how it's kind of guiding me how to guide you guys. So that's kind of how a tabletop role-playing game goes. Also, I think there's spoilers here. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Some players may suggest that since Sindri is... some players may suggest that Sindri, since he is so opposed to the idea of seeing... Oh, no. What? I didn't say that. Okay, hold on. That's spoilers. You're at the animal table. Where do you want to go next? Or do you want to leave? Now I know why I put it behind the line, because it was spoilers. So Wild Zugai has now purchased himself a zebra to ride on, I'm sure. As he likes to do. Wild Zugai always rides into battle on his trusty zebra mount. Josisaurus probably purchased a lizard in that. I would do that, wouldn't I? Yes, you would. So yeah, where else? Trusty steed? Yes, trusty steed. Alright, let's see. We'll just go to the other, just to see how they are. The blacksmith, the man welcomes you into his tent. Oh, of course, well, I just said it, great. Inside you'll find a variety of things he has forged: crafty weapons, handy torches, fancy shields, plates of armors, axes, shovels, and other neat equipment that could be helpful on your journey. You can allow the players to purchase any supplies at an ideal price. So these materials are to find here at my TTRPG guide, which I'm still not done with, but this kind of tells you the levels and names of the weapons and what will happen when you choose your ages and strengths and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of made my own TTRPG, like, you know, D&D is a classic. I just made my own kind of homebrew system. Anyways, yes, shovel. How else shall we bury it, Jenkins? Okay, you have a shovel officially. Anyways, yes. Let us all be well armed. Yes, so you can buy anything you want. Though Magnar is heavily enthused, Sindri will advise the group not to spend too much, if anything at all. Whatever the outcome, the crew will proceed on their quest with or without said money or items. Now, Sindri, of course, doesn't want you to buy weapons because he doesn't like weapons. He only has his rod staff, which is made out of the finest wood. It is called... What is it called? I'm so annoyed. Why did I forget my own... Okay. I know it, okay? It is made out of... Why? Okay. It is made out of something that it's a certain wood. Tree. Stinram tree. Yes. Stinram trees. I'm gonna search it. This is why World Animal Bull is good. Yes, there we go. Stinram trees are what he has made the wood out of. I mean, the rod staff out of. But Stinram trees, wood cannot be cut by anything but a diamond-tipped axe. Now, Wild Zugai says, skip that noise. If the lad want not perish weapons, we shall have. Yeah, that's basically what Havarder says. Like, bro, you need something to protect yourself, dude. Okay. So anyway, yes, we have it. We have it. We have it. You got some weapons. All right, we'll say that. Okay. A lady selling extravagant linens. The maiden's table is adorned with all sorts of fancy fabrics and colorful cloths. There are coats and cloaks from all manner of wealthier. All manner of weather. Along with robes, dresses, shirts, and trousers fit for the king and queen. So, now the woman will ask whoever visits her table where they are headed. For the desert, she will suggest a lightweight, light-colored cloak. For the mountain, she will proffer her finest, warmest coats. Her pricing will be on the expensive side, but she is able to be bargained down. So yes, yeah. So if you were playing this, you wouldn't see these spoilers. I would just be like, now what do you want? And then you can say something and she'll say 100 coins. And you'll be like, so then you can try to bargain down. And then since I have these notes, I will know to make, well, the guy says snow, obviously. Well, we can be naked in the desert. Okay. All right. That's the smart route. Are you so sure? Okay. Now, next, a farmer. Smell of freshly harvested vegetables hits your nose as you walk up to the station. A smorgasbord of fruits, vegetables, grains, and meat lies before you, along with bottles of exotic juices and some hanging water skins. You can allow the players to purchase whatever they would like and be as frugal or as extravagant as they please. The basic foods will naturally cost less, but delicacies will be more expensive. If they do not purchase any food for their journey, they may have to forage or hunt later. So, would you want to buy food? I'm kind of letting you have an unlimited amount of money. So, anyway, this is the picture of the markets, by the way. Yeah, sorry. This is the picture of the ingredients. The split leaf Nisi. This pinch of sand, the melting snow, and the euphane crystal. Stock up on basic food? Smart. So then the last mysterious cloaked woman seated at the table. I wonder who that is. So the woman beckons you with the curling of a long finger. Sindri warns you not to consult such a person with familiar spirits, but Magnar does not seem opposed to the idea. As you have a seat opposite her, she offers you assistance with your quest. It is the Lytlecroft Witch. Spoiler alert! So, for to the Lytlecroft Witch, you are correct. So, for 15 euphane, choose ye this day which one to behold. Do you want to see the past, the present, or the future concerning your matter? Or neither? Do you want to pay her money and see about the past, present, or future? Or do you want it to like, yeah. It is acceptable to behold all options, but it will cost 15 euphane per each. You're the one who did it. Why pay to find out? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, neither, says Wild's guy. So I'm gonna read this little yes, this spoiler that said, some players may suggest that Sindri, since he is so opposed to the idea of seeing the witch, can distract himself with the animal merchant while the rest of the party pays the woman a visit. This is acceptable, though he is more likely to part from the group only if at least one other person joins him. If Magnar joins him, he will be completely fine. So, but for funsies, feel free, says Wild Zugai, but Wild Zugai does not want to spend any money on that woman. So, yeah, it's fine to not do it, because that will affect the future, maybe. So anyway, you could go if you want to, and then leave Sindri at the animals. Sounds like Ozu also wants to be with the animals. Well, it's a guy. Or we can just keep going. I don't know if anybody else is here anymore. Let's see. Magnar will press everyone to consider the journey ahead, the paths they must take, and what might befall them on the way. He will lean toward thinking everything through and deciding step by step what they may need at each leg of their journey. The party may ask any of the merchants for any items they may think of within reason, but none will be able to supply any of the ingredients from Achakis' list. So, yeah, of course, if you say, oh, we'll just buy all this stuff at the market, the end. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Before you proceed, oh no! That's not even a thing that we need to know right now because you didn't go do it. Let me jump into the other. I'm jumping to the other window so I can see if there's anything I need to know. Yeah, okay, cool. You don't need to know any of that stuff because you did not see that woman. Alright, great. Now, where go ye? To Grotic Pier, to Frickenhalt Wood, to Towngoon, or back to Achakis? And these are the paths. So, you can choose where you want to go now. There's a place you gotta go. I'm the one you need to know on the map. Anyway, on the map. Okay. Pier. Okay, Grotic Pier. Okay. So the thing about this is going to Grotic Pier, you need to so see, there's paths. When you're going to Grotic Pier, which is in Cloudendale. Remember map app. Oh no. I'm not gonna talk about Dora, friends. I'm not. Okay. So you're at Achakis right now. So quick navigation menu. There we go. Let's see. Cloudendale. So we're going on the red path to Cloudendale to get to the Grotic Pier. So from Achakis' Forest Cottage to the Cloudendale, Grotic Desert and back. So basically, this is like this. You roll the dice, and it will take you 60 turns, basically, to get to the place. And then, like, if you land between this and this, this and this will happen. If you land between this and this, this and this will happen. Which is funny. We were just rolling a d20, so let's see. We got a 20 on the first one. So we land right here. Tranquil Villages, we're good. Roll another 20. It's 14. So, thus 34. So, Peaceful Forest. Okay, we're gonna roll another dice. See what happens. 6 more. It's 40. Still in the Peaceful Forest. Okay, 18. So there's quaint metals. Okay. We roll and there's 8. Still in the quaint metals, I believe. What happened? Oh, never mind. This is so much. Okay. So you're going to have to keep doing that until you get into Cloudendale. Once you get to Cloudendale, you have to go through 180 before going to the Grotic Pier. I will just read through what can happen to you. But see, basically, like 180, most of the land is low valley and field before coming upon rocky chasms leading into the desert. There's grassy fields, smooth travels, flowery fields, smooth travels, somewhat rocky paths heading into chasms, dangerously rocky chasms. Someone drops an item, ingredient, or otherwise. Now, you didn't have an ingredient, so you didn't drop one. So these are the risky things that can happen to you if you land in this area. Then rocky ground smooths out into the sands of the Grotic Desert. If the party decides to turn back this way for some reason, they will endure and mirror the path they just crossed until they arrive back at Achakis' cottage. So yes, now you're in the Grotic Desert. Now, is it daytime or nighttime? Because you didn't stop to rest or do anything. So I feel like, but still, so the time you met Achakis, this is the same day. So it will probably be nighttime. But we can still decide. You want to decide? Is it like, do you think by the time you made it all the way there, it would be already like you camped out night and then now it's day again? Or do you think that it would just be the same day, nighttime? So it depends, whatever you think. But yeah, these kinds of things are, when you're doing these paths and stuff, then it tells how long it's going to take you to get to the place. Imagine just robbing Achakis. Well, you didn't say to stay around his house. So you didn't do anything. But yeah, you're already in the desert now. So do you want it to be daytime or nighttime? We can check both options. So if it's daytime, as a lot of you approach the barren land, the heat hits you immediately. Thirst creeps up and you throw it after only a few minutes. The sand seems to stretch for miles and miles as the sun beams down upon you. So it's very hard for you to tell which way is north, south, east, or west. You will have a hard time figuring out if you've already passed a certain spot before or not. A cactus can be conveniently spotted after some time, but the Grotic Pier will not be found easily. So Magnar will suggest for you to look at the sand for Piran prints. When the crew looks to the ground, they will see a 7-foot-long orange-ridged boa. Sindri will advise the crew keep their distance but follow the snake. If one tries to attack, the snake will inevitably bite the player, who will then experience the side effects of orange-ridged boa bite. So I know you wouldn't bite the snake. You wouldn't fight the snake, Wild Zugai. Or would you? No. You might try to grab it, but if you're being nice, it's not going to bite you. If you want to know what an orange-ridged boa is, it's this little guy. I think Wild Zugai saw it before. Isn't that cute? Yeah, so Sindri knows that you can follow those guys and they can lead you to water and stuff. But some of the other Mumbardians might be scared of it or try to fight it or something like that. If followed at a safe distance, the orange-ridged boa will lead the group to a Piran's den. The Piran will stare at the clan suspiciously, eyes becoming increasingly menacing with every advance of player. So a Piran is basically, it's a humanoid, but they're usually kind of small. They are kind of like, you might want to say like cavemen a bit. Like they don't really talk English and they like are very territorial. And they are very into nature, as in, like, they live in nature. And you would say that they're not very civilized. And they, like, want to, they're, like, kind of suspicious of everybody. And they are kind of fierce, too. So, yes, the snake leads you to the human footprints, unfortunately. So the snakes are actually good friends to the Pirans. So someone can attempt to distract the Piran while another pinches a few grains of sand. If inciting a fight, the Grotic Piran will essentially maul the character and call for backup using screams and screeches. A clan of 5 Grotic Pirans and 3 7-foot-long orange-ridged boas will appear. Sindri will attempt to advocate for peace, but if the damage has been done, he will assist at least in defending and aiding escape. We'd be tied to stakes while getting our sandals roasted. Yes, basically. So this is a point where you can roll dice and try to fight, because it basically turned into a turned into a brawl, Josiah says. If you go down in nighttime, basically it would still be hard to find out which way, but it wouldn't be like hot. It would be kind of cool. It's good. The moon shines down, causing a few of the heavy clouds above to glow in its soft, cool light. Even still, some waning heat of the day seems to linger due to the misty overcast. So it's kind of the same thing, but only see if it's nighttime. If you didn't buy a torch from the market, or if you didn't bring a torch with you, you're not going to be able to see it. If you didn't bring a torch, then you just kind of would like, yeah, have to wait for day. I don't know. Take off your shirt and light it on fire. Well, the guy said you should be naked in the desert anyway, maybe. Anyway. But the good thing about it being nighttime is if you follow the orange-ridged boa, and you're not too loud, Magnar, be quiet, Magnar. He's too loud sometimes. Then the Grotic Piran will be asleep in its burrow, and then one of you can easily grab the little pinch of sand with no problem and leave. But if not, it will be an all-out boss battle at night instead, and basically the same thing will happen. So yeah, that. Let's just say you got it. Now, where do you want to go? Where go ye? There's Forgenholt Wood, Tongoon, back to Achakis. Because you already got the sand from the Grotic Piran's den. Now I need these 3 items. To thine mother's abode, ye one. Your mama? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. Where is my mom at? I don't know which one. Bergenholt Wood, are you saying? Oh, if you're talking about Anselma, she's from the um, Sunderwick Forest, which, yes, Fergenholt Woods and Sunderwick Forest used to be one until the tribes split. So, I think that's what you're trying to say. So, yeah, Fergenholt Wood. Let's go. Well, actually, let's see. So, to the Fergenholt Wood from Cloddendale would be taking the purple path. Let's just see what will happen. So, yeah, so if you land between here, someone can fall into a crevice. Mike! And then you will have to roll a dice to retrieve them. Yeah. So then you're going back through Lytlecroft. And then there's like Shepherd Boy and Girl are crying by a tree and they ask you to help them find their sheep, their father's favorite sheep. And if you help them, which Sindri will want to help them, then you have to, roll the dice and all that stuff. If not, you can just leave it alone. But if you do help them, you will pay, they will pay you handsomely for your services. And you will be able to go through Lytlecroft with no more troubles. But if you decline or ignore them... Did you say highway robbery, so no, to the children? Because that means if you decline or ignore the children, giant bear territory, 4 level 6 bears. The crew will have better success in attempting to outrun them than trying to fight them. Sindri will plead for them to consider not fighting them. Yeah. So if you don't listen to the kids now, then there's going to be a large stream that appears to be too rapid and too deep to attempt clearing on horseback. You must walk along the stream until you happen along the bridge. And all this kind of stuff is happening because you didn't help the children. So this is why all the bad stuff is happening to you. Next, there's Wolfpack territory. 8 level 6 wolves. In multiple RPGs, there are fake NPCs that actually just rob you. I'm not saying there aren't any on here. I'm just letting you know that those children were okay on this one. The crew will have better success in attempting to outrun them, and Sindri will try to make sure you guys outrun them. He does not want to fight these wolves. This land is hostile ground due to the strict ways of the Fergenholt woodsmen. So Sindri will warn you all to dismount your horses and take off your shoes. If you listen to him, you can go straight into Fergenholt Wood and find the split leaf Nisi. If you do not heed his warnings... I love bears and wolves as Wild Zoo Guy. Of course you do. Since you're Wild Zoo Guy, you can ignore the children and go through the animals and nothing bad will happen, I guess. That's your power on here. If you already created your character, which is yourself, and you're good at animals and stuff, then I guess you're okay. And you don't have to worry. With you and Sindri together, being the animal dudes, then yeah, you guys can probably just calm down those animals. But would you would you want to take off your shoes and dismount your precious zebra steed, or would you just ignore the lad and keep going? I think you guys know, spoilers, that if you go into Fergenholt territory with your shoes and mount your horses, things can be bad. Those Fergenholt tribesmen do not allow them. The Danua will ambush you with spears. And Sindri will suggest once again to dismount your horses and remove your shoes in an I told you so type of way before proceeding. Okay. Yeah, if you go back through here with your horses, yeah, they will be chasing you all throughout with spears until you leave their whole territory. But yes, well, the guy's right. They are against working animals and wearing shoes, correct. Yeah, so anyway, we're in here. Now we're in Fergenholt Wood. So, The crisp smell of the forest hits your noses as the sweet song of woodland wildlife surrounds you. The path before you is bathed in stray beams of sunlight or moonlight, depending on when you make it here, that leak in through the leafy green canopy above. Suddenly you spy a beautiful brown fawn taking a drink from a crystal blue pond. Catching the sound of your footfalls, the young deer perks up its ears before dashing away, quickly disappearing amongst the trees. In a matter of moments, your own footsteps are drowned out by those of a marching army. Your presence is not what scared the gentle creature away. Danua are fast approaching. What do ye? Do you want to hide, or do you want to confront these tribals? So yeah, what should you do? Hide or confront them? Why? Okay. Magnar will suggest or agree with the suggestion that the group or one or two of its members all simply march up to the tribals and ask where a nearby bush of Nisi is. But Sindri will advise against such. These Danua are not at all very friendly, neither are they trusting. They can tell we are not of their people. They see us as threats to be vanquished. If they ignore Sindri and approach the soldiers anyway to ask them where the Nisi is, the Danua will attempt to restrain the group and tie them up. If successfully constrained, the Manverdians will be held in a tent. Oh no. Josiah Source. Uh-oh, Richard, says Josiah Source. To perish, why else? It's not like they don't like when people pick plants. They sure don't like that. Exactly. Magnar's kind of Magnar isn't the brightest, okay? He's not the brightest lightning bug in the bush. I'll say that. So if successfully constrained, which means you're not able to fight them off, the Munberdians will be held in a tent bound in wait for a wise woodsman to sentence them for being threats to the earth, using the outline found here. Yeah, so this handling threats to the earth. So, minimal consequences for petty offenses. They may be stripped of weapons, clothing, and possibly shaved of hair before being chased out of the woods. Wild Zoo guy, you said you wanted to be naked in the desert, so I guess that's not bad. They may be fed an elaborately delicious meal in the presence of the Fergenholt natives, a meal that will erase the short-term memories and put the things to sleep. The Danua will then take them far away to wake up out of the Fergenholt wood to little or no recollection of how they got here. You're the brightest and the best, so-called Magnar. Okay. You're the brightest and best. The graduation cap goes somewhere. So there's more serious consequences. And then dire consequences, of course. No. That's not good. Tis thy lady friend, one of these. Fortunately, she's from the slightly less strict tribe, which is the Sunderwick, the Sunderwickians. And they came from this tribe, but when they went to the kingdom and they learned like other stuff was a little bit like less strict, they wanted to adopt some of the ways of the kingdom, and then the Fergenholt said, no, you can't be part of us anymore. You're settling. You're not doing the right thing. So oh no, that's bad. The cringe commercial they used to play every time. Yes, you're the brightest and best. That's around graduation time. Anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, that. If they successfully fight and avoid being caught or escape the clutches of judgment, it will not be long before the group hears more Danua on their way. Once again, they will have the option to hide or confront the tribals. This time, even Magnar will surmise that hiding is a more probable option. In seeing their fellow soldiers here upon the ground, they will know that we are a definite threat. Oh yeah, Magnar, are you sure about that? Let's hide this time, okay? As they hide amongst the bushes, Sindri will notice that the very bush they are hiding behind is a Nisi bush. Players can then take turns rolling for a 2 on a d20 to find a split leaf. After 10 rolls in one bush, that bush will be determined not to contain a split leaf Nisi, and one or more of the crew can risk to venture out and hide behind another bush until one is found. If a player is caught or seen by a Danua at any time, see confront the tribals. So yes. So that's what happens. So we will try to roll the what? Is it D20? Ah, man. Getting a 2 out of a D20. Oh, well, that's a 3. 9. Let's see how long it will take for us to get a 2. Oh, there's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. Thankfully, it was before we had to move to another bush. So we got it. Okay. So now where go ye? To Tangoon or back to Jacus? So from here, we are in the Fergenhold Wood, and if we're going to Tangoon, we would take the green path. If we're going back to Achakis, we would take the blue path. Well, why would we go back to Achakis? We don't have the last ingredients. There's 2 more ingredients. We have to find the Euphane crystals, and then we also have to climb the top of the mountain and find this handful of melted snow. So we're going to Tangoon. Forest Caverns. And there's the Garden Boat Mountains. Alright, let's go to the Forest Caverns first. As you enter the forest, an odd feeling immediately falls over you as if you are being watched. Wandering around aimlessly, the party will happen upon a dwarven girl leaning against a tree. "We shall go green," says Josisaurus. She will repeatedly ask them what they are looking for and offer to assist them in their endeavors. If the group tries to ignore or avoid her, she will constantly pop up ahead, leaning against every other tree the group approaches. If the crew suggests splitting up, each of the members will individually still encounter the dwarven girl. In actuality, it is a group of sextuplets. So this is a tricky little thing where these little dwarven elves love to trick people. Okay. If anyone attempts to cause harm to any of the dwarven sisters, they will summon a clan of 18 dwarf men. Okay, there we go. An error. We found an error. Dwarf men, okay? Each with raven sidekick on their shoulder. Oh no. If the crew allows the dwarf girls to help, they will quickly show them all to the mouth of a forest cavern. The caverns will be dark. The party will require a torch to continue. Do you have a torch? Have you a torch? We'll say you do. What happened to the chart? Oh no, what happened to it? I'm going to reload this page. There we are. Something bad happened to this chart. What happened? I don't like it. No. Okay. I'm activating this world. I'm gonna edit. I'm so annoyed. We're going to go to, was it advanced tool? No. Content trees. A brief map of branch caverns. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so what's wrong with it? Nay, says Welzu guy. So you're saying you don't want to let the dwarven girls help you? If you don't let them help you, then you will, like, you will not get there. You won't. You will never get to the place you're supposed to be at. It's unfortunately like the men will come beat you up, and that will be it. I mean, you can keep trying, but you're never gonna find the cave without the girls. Where on earth is the... I'm very annoyed right now at this chart. Okay, so we have found a glitch. We have found a glitch, unfortunately, so never mind. Basically, it's supposed to look good. How can you see the chart? Can you see the chart out of the page? Because it looked good at first. Are they called Waffmen? I don't understand. What are you talking about? Game over. Should be. Anyway, the girls will not volunteer to accompany the crew, but they could come alongside if anyone so requests. And allowing a dwarf to guide the party along the cave, they will be led to each dead end with flock bets, after which the dwarf will offer an apologetic rhyme. I've led you through this, I've led you through that, but at the end of our path, all we found are flock bats. I'm terribly sorry. Oh yes, ever so. I suppose, after all, there are things I don't know. The flock bats will stay asleep if the party remains quiet, but they will awaken at the sound of a loud noise, startling voice, or heat of any fire. Okay, so basically, I'm so annoyed by this right now. But yeah, there's a cool thing. Okay, it's not working. See, there we go. See this horrible thing? I don't understand. Maybe I need to zoom out of this whole page. No, that's not gonna work. I don't like that at all. That looks horrible. Horrible. Okay, anyway. It looks cool though. It's like where you go to each thing and then it's like this. And like each cave shows like how many tunnels there are, and then when you click the other one, then you can see which one you go in, and it says do you want to go on the right, left, or side and stuff, and then you figure out, and then the one cave has gyms in it. And so anyway, I'm gonna ignore that. That's very annoying. I want to figure out how to fix that. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna do that later. That's why we're playing, testing it out, okay? So when the Munberdians finally locate the gems within the cavern, Sindri will suggest only to attempt to extricate the necessary sliver. If the party would like to try removing any of the other Ufane formations, they can attempt so by rolling a 1 or 2 on a d4. They can do this as many times as they please, but rolling a 3 or 4 once on that d4 will cause the entire canal to shift unstably. Sindri will advise the person leave the rest of the gems alone, but rolling a 3 or 4 the second time will cause the cavern entrance to that party... the cavern entrance that party entered through to cave in and become blocked. The party can then attempt to clear the blockage or climb up out of the new opening that has been created in the cave ceiling as a result of the avalanche. Both of these methods will require strength. Magnar may assist. Heading back through the cave, avalanche or not, the party will have to retrace their steps. Climbing through the cavern ceiling will avoid the need for this, and the party will find themselves at the foothills of the Gardenbow Mountains. Oh, never mind. That was not the right thing. So here's the Gardenbow Mountains. The forest grows denser, thicker as the group of you traverse deeper into it. Soon the mountains begin looming over you. The chill of the northern wind begins rushing by. Magnar inhales the crisp air with an adventurous grin, and there's nothing there. Oh no, that's what I did. I didn't even tell what happens when you're climbing the mountain. Okay, we found the end. Unfortunately, it's not complete. Alright, so anyway, do you guys want to just act like you got the snow and then go back to Ajakis? Yeah. So we'll just go back to Chicas. Okay. See, before journeying off, the old man invites you in for a while to have a look around. That's only if you choose to stay around his house before you leave. Get the shovel ready, boys, says Wellesley guy. Okay. So Achakis lives in this tiny rustic cottage in a secluded area of the forest. Okay. So you guys didn't see this part because you didn't choose to stay around his house. But you will see, you will see going back to him anyway. Let's see. See, if you return prematurely, he will say you've come back entirely too early. Collect all 4 things first. After collecting all ingredients, I will just let you see this first, okay? So the home has 2 rooms. Main sitting room contains a fireplace, coffee chair, bookshelf in the corner, and a simple wooden table. Achakis, he lives in the cottage. Are you sure about that? Yeah. So the bedroom is the only other section, separated from the rest by a wooden door. Only a nice-sized window and a modest bed with a large chest at the foot of it can be found in the tiny room. The chest is locked, and Achakis politely advises you not to go near it. So there's only 1 door to this house and 2 windows, 1 in the sitting room and 1 in the bedroom. The house is very cozy and warm, especially around the roaring fireplace. If you go up to his bookshelf, a bookshelf contains many books. The subject matters range from plants and animal sciences to the history of Winsome Horde and the 4 surrounding kingdoms. There are also a few scripture scrolls, excerpts from the Testament of the Shining Lord, and a single thick tome with worn blank pages. Achakis will tell you that it is a family heirloom and politely request you put it down, though he won't exactly explain to you what it is. If you ask him why the pages are blank, he will reply that they are faded due to much wear, but you won't be able to get much more information out of him. Think tree. Yes, great. Memnar and think tree. Okay. So Achakis claims to be rich, but you are unsure of the location at which he keeps his fortune. Perhaps the chest at the foot of his bed? If you attempt to examine it when Achakis is distracted, you will discover that though bulky, the trunk is quite light. You surmise that it cannot be filled with gold, euphane, or any precious stone. Seeking for the key to said chest will prove frivolous, and it won't take long for Achakis to chide you and usher you away from his bedroom. Alright, let's see the spoiler. Okay, upon opening the chest, if one gets the chance, it will be found to contain a large amount of scrolls and parchments, all of which will appear blank. So it's a simple crossbow of wood and straw and mud. Okay, that's it. But now you have returned to him with all the ingredients. You're back, yes, and you have it. You have it all. The old man dances around with much youth. Yes, you have done it, my brave ones. Hand them over to me now. If you don't, I will not grant your wishes of riches, for my frail form is not fit to go and retrieve them. Simply allow me to mix those ingredients, and he will gleefully take or snatch the ingredients from whoever is holding them and immediately head into the house. Lifting a stone away from the floor by the fireplace, he will retrieve a small cauldron of a mysterious goopy liquid. With somewhat evil laugh, he will draw out a spoon from the pocket of his robe and begin to stir the mixture as he chants, egg of frog and word of toad, blade of grass and mushroom mold, purple euphane, just a shard, sacred sand that's sweet and charred, water from the river blue, Nisi leaf all split in two, snow from northmost mount on high, let the smoke rise to the sky, envelop me in a flame so warm thou shalt behold my truest form. Yes, that. Before anyone can act, smoke has filled the cottage. If some attempt to find Achakis or the door, their vision is completely blurred. Soon there is a rumbling. As the steam dies down, a gurgling sound subsides, and standing before the group, in place of Achakis, is the Ninja Star. I'm joking. A hideous, towering Sussen beast. It is so large that it has broken through the roof of the cottage. Its voice, no longer shaky and whimsical, now booms in the ears of all. Now, this is what a Sussen Beast is. Yes, it's quite a thing. Quite a thing. Quite a rare sight. Sussen Beasts are 12 foot tall, muscular monstrosities. Most have malintent. The source of these creatures is unknown, but it is widely suspected you won't encounter one unless it was summoned with sorcery. They can usually communicate like a human being, but some are nonverbal. Their habit is unknown, for it is unlikely to happen. Habitat is unknown, for it is unlikely to happen upon one randomly. So it has a humanoid physique, but it's similar to a dragon. Several pointy horns, spiky tail, dangerous claws, sharp teeth, and long tongue, snout-like mouth. Some Sussen beasts can breathe fire, others simply emit smoke as they breathe. Some rare Sussen beasts have the ability to fly. Their attacks can be deadly. Headbutting can impale an opponent, thrusting them through with sharp horns. Spiky tails quite lengthy and can swipe dexterously. Its hands and feet are also heavily clawed, giving it the ability to slash and dash in addition to punching and kicking anyone who may attempt to face it. And this is what is standing before you. Get back thine beast, says Josiah Sirs. What? I tricked you? But it was not a trick at all. Everything I told you was in truth. I was sick of being a weak old man. I was dying to unleash my supreme sorcery for all to see. I was cursed by a wretched plow to stay within yards of my cottage, hence the reason I couldn't travel far and wide to receive the remaining ingredient, and the cause for my beloved spell books to lose their glorious words. But now that you have done all that I could not, I am stronger and mightier than ever before, as I told you I would be. And as your promised reward, you may now behold my riches, Munberdians. Riches and power! So now he has become a level 12 Sussen Beast boss. You weaklings can do nothing to stop me. It is too late. I will rise again and take over Lytlecroft. All will bow before me as they once did. All will know my true power. Each one of you is but a stone I shall kick away with my foot. Best you stand aside or be vanquished for good. So Sindri will be too horrified to offer any I told you so's. But he will look like he wants to say it. I figured that wizard was cringe, says Wild Blue Guy, yes. Magnar will be surprised and a bit hurt by the old man's betrayal, but will quickly regain gusto and attempt to take him down. No use resisting my immense power. But Sindri will be a bit timid, but Magnar will deal his fair share of hearty attacks before earning himself a terrible injury at the hands of the Sussen Beast, who towers over him laughing maniacally. At the sight of this, Sindri will be conflicted, half worried, half angry. He will attempt to get his brother to safety and patch him up before returning to the battle to try some attacks on the Sussen Beast. Now, you guys will roll to kick his butt. Yes, of course. So, let's see. That's bad. 4. There's a 17. That's better. So, you will roll, he will roll, and stuff like that. And then, yeah. And then, at the end, if you get a 20, do you know? You didn't get a 20. You will get destroyed, probably. No, that's okay. You got a lot of big high numbers. So anyway, after being slain, the Sussen Beast will let out a blood-curdling howl before falling to the ground. So as the excitement dies down, someone of the group will notice a shiny glint beneath the rubble that lies where Chakis' forest cottage once stood. Under the debris, the chest that was near the foot of Chakis' bed has burst open, and the papers it seemed to once contain are now sloppily strewn about. They are each inscribed with indiscernible golden words that appear to be spells. The hefty tome is also present to be collected, inside of which more spells will be found. Magnar will be all right with a bit of Rafa, a little medical help from Sindri, and you will have quite the story to tell of Ardor, though Magnar begs you to keep mum. This whole escapade for nothing was sort of his fault, wasn't it? The end. So, yeah, that was the end of that. I knew we should have stepped on him at the first. Yes, yeah. But of course, Magnar wants adventure. Magnar doesn't want boring. He likes adventure. But anyways, yes, that was good. That was a whole thing. And the problem is I see that the thing that is not done is the Garden Boat Mountains. You need to be able to climb the mountain and you need to be able to get the snow. And then you also need to be able to go in this cavern, which is so annoying because these little things are like not working. That is so horrible. I don't like that right there. That's not what it's supposed to be. That's very bad. No, stop. Okay. So yeah, that. So thank you so much for joining me for that little game that I did. And I'm going to now, I know we've been streaming for about an hour and 30 minutes, but I said that I was going to try to play that level of, what's it called? Railbound. So I'm going to, yeah, play Railbound real quick, and if I'm not able to make that one level before 10 o'clock Eastern time, which is in about 30 minutes, I am going to just give up and probably try to play it off stream. But I wanted to not play it again until I stream again. So yeah, anyways, though, thanks Josiah Soares for showing up, and thanks to Tom for showing up. I'm going to give both of you guys a free sub, and Wild Zoo Guy already has a sub, so yeah, he doesn't need one. Thank you for having a sub, even though I think that your sub was gifted to you. Thanks to Rando Scorpio for gifting subs. I believe that's how you got your sub. So anyways, yes, let's see about this game. Railbound, if you don't know, Railbound is quite interesting. I haven't played it very much, but the day I did play it, I was feeling kind of weird, and I feel like I was not doing things correctly because I was kind of being See, and wait, is this the one we were working on? Yes. So basically, if you don't know, Railbound is where you have to try to lay the tracks to get these trains to... Okay, so we have to lay the tracks to get the trains to line up and get connected to the engine. Now, the problem is, this is number one. So number one has to get to the engine first. Then number two has to get to the engine. Then number three has to get to the engine. So let's see. I feel like this is gonna be bad because number three will probably... Oh, never mind. I didn't switch this. See, number three got there first instead of number two getting there first. So let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. That can't happen. Okay, so this was the annoying, boring thing that happened last time. I was so unsure of how to do this. Wait, what? See, 3 gets there before 2, and that's the problem. Okay. Okay, so let's try again. Let's see what exactly is happening here. I need 2. This way 2 will make it there first, which isn't good. I need some way to make 2 There has to be some way to delay 3. So 3 doesn't get to it before 2. But the problem is I have limited space and I have limited tracks. And that's the thing that's happening right now. So if I look at this, what's happening? Oh, so I can fast forward them or rewind them? We'll slow them down and see what happens. Alright, there has to be a way for 3 to be delayed, and I have 1 track left. And the problem with that is it can't be... Okay, let's see. Oh, that's why. No. Horrible. I thought that it was because I just wasn't properly looking at things. It might just be... If only there was a way to make it where 2 cuts in front of 3. There has to be a way to make 2 cut in front of 3. They're just gonna crash. That didn't do anything. See, if only I had... Which one of these tracks is not being used? Okay. If only I could curve 3 around. Curving 3 around would make 2 be able to beat 3 there. I'm just gonna crash. Oh no, whoop. Now they're gonna crash. Three would still get there first. Two still get there first. Then one will crash. And three still got there first. I really just don't get it. Anyways, let me gift these subs. Okay.
I know. Everyone loves me. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Alright, so, Josiah has his sub. Now I'm going to gift Tom his sub. Where is Tom? Where's Tom? I don't see him. Okay, let's see. I'll copy his exact name. Oh, it also takes uppercase, lowercase into consideration. Okay. Well, there's your sub, Tom.
I know. Everyone loves me. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and just gift 6 more subs.
I know. Everyone loves me. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Okay. He's not gonna say that 8 times, is he? Alright, I've gifted all the subs. Alright, yay! Now, yeah, we've reached our September goal. Yay! Now, hopefully, I can just, finish this a little puzzle and then call it quits. Okay. Let's think. Breathe in. Now, look at the puzzle with fresh eyes. We need 1 to make it first. Then we need 2 to make it second. Then we need 3 to make it third. But the problem is we don't have enough tracks to make 3 go around in a circle first. So I wonder how we can make this happen. Doing this is good. The problem is 3 going here will make 3. Okay. Get there first, and that's the problem. That will make them crash. Unless I have 2 going over here, and then they will just be in an infinite loop, which is annoying. How can you get them out of an infinite loop? That will make 3 just automatically go first. I really don't want to look up a walkthrough. That will make 3 go first. That's the problem. There's nothing that 2 can do to go faster. And I can't delay 3 like this because there's not enough tracks. Oh, they've gotten switched around. This has to be like this. And then how can 3 go? Okay. There's 2 more tracks that I have. 2 more. Okay. What can I do with these 2 tracks? Putting them over here will make 3 beat everybody. The only other way would be to make 2 just go straight ahead, but making 2 go straight ahead is going to... I tried delaying 2 like this and I just crashed. Not good. And then 2 gets there first. And then they infinite loop. Okay. Which track is not being used? All of these are being used. I wonder. Oh, you can zoom out? Okay. Zooming out doesn't exactly help anything. Let's start with this. Okay? Wrong order. One getting there first. I just don't see it. I don't like a one is faced like that. Can't you turn around? There's one more. So this will still make 3 get there first and still crash. Doing this will just make them crash. There's no 3 junction, that's the problem. good. Huh, what happened? Who gets there so fast? With this? Oh. Excuse me. Okay. That's not it. That's not it. Alright, it's 2 minutes to the hour, and I have still not completed this level. Come on. One just doesn't make it there first. This is very annoying. There has to be an easy way. I just can't see it. If you guys know, please tell me in the comments. Yes, I don't care if you spoiled the game. I just really can't see it. Maybe it's because I keep choosing to play this game at night. I'm really sleepy or something. Or maybe I just really don't know.
something else this needs to do. Alright, it's 10:01 Eastern Time. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I've accomplished what I wanted to do. Okay, here's what we know. We know this has to be right here. There's no way that they can get to the track. And you can't connect these green tracks to these brown tracks like that. So we know it's going to be this way, through the rocks. Now, will it be this way, or this way, or both? But now two can't get in. Okay, so basically, I don't see it. If you're just joining us, we are playing Railbound, and we only have 15 tracks to lay down. We're trying to get 3 cars to line up behind the engine. This one first, then the second one, then the third. The problem is the second one is way too fast because it's already pointing in the right direction. So we have to somehow delay the second one. We have to make the first one come in first somehow. And then we have to add the third one in. Somehow. So, right now, it's really frustrating because 2 is too fast. Yeah, it's not. It's really not working, and I'm trying to figure out how to win this. Yeah, it's not. Hello, chess wizard. So, wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. I am playing Railbound, and I'm about to end the stream because I've been working on this puzzle for a while, and, well, first we did fun TTRPG thing. And now we are just trying to win this little Railbound puzzle that I've been working on since not last Tuesday, this Tuesday that just passed. I wonder if you will be able to show me how to win. So basically we have 15 tracks. We want to get these 3 cars to line up behind the engine. We want to make sure that the first car goes first. Second car goes second, and the third car lines up third. Problem is, this car is going this way, which means it's gonna have to loop around. This car is going forward, so it gets there before number 1, unless we unnecessarily loop it around somewhere. And then the 3, we don't have enough tracks for it. So it's just some kind of puzzle that I am not figuring out right now. Because if we do this, what's going to happen is, for one, they're going to keep looping around. If we do this, then, yeah, they still are going to keep looping around. If we do this, 3 will get there first before 2. It's just, yeah, it's very weird, and I just don't see it. How can we delay 3? I want 3 to go around like that. But it can't, and even then, 2 is following 3. 2 needs to go there on its own, but it has to be after 1. So it's just annoying. Right now, they're just gonna both get stuck over there. Okay. Maybe connect 2 to the 1 track. Alright, so that's the thing. If we see, 3 will still get there first, which isn't supposed to happen. And 3 still gets there first. This way, they're gonna crash. Okay. What do you mean connect 2 to the 1 track? So I did that before. Like this. Yeah, that's ideal. But the problem is 3 needs to get there slower than these. And how can I connect 3 in without making it go faster? See, now it's gonna just crash into everybody. Or either it's gonna get there first. So it's like, okay. Like right now, it's gonna get there first. So we need 3 to get slowed down so that 1 and 2 can make it on time. And how do I make 3 get slowed down? Now 2 will still get there first. That's the problem. How can 3 get delayed? It's just very... 3 is not getting delayed properly. Either 3 is gonna be... 3 is early. Or 3 crashes. It's very annoying here. Okay, so I am not seeing it right now. How can 2 help it? See? It gets there before 2. Nothing even makes them get in numerical order. Crash. Okay, so yeah. It's time for me to go, and yeah, I don't see a solution to this, unfortunately. I'm just extremely tired, I guess, and just don't understand. See, if somehow that worked, it would really keep looping around. Something to make one just a tad faster. Crash. Okay. So yeah, I really can't see it. You guys don't see it? Alright, maybe we can try this later. Maybe I can try it when I'm not sleepy and see what happens. But thanks to everybody for hanging out with me all September for September Gaming. Thanks to all the subscribers and those who gifted subs. Thanks to all the viewers. Those who are lurking, those who are in the chat, those who are watching in the future. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys and have a blessed, happy time zone. Hopefully, if you do have the answer to this puzzle, if you're watching this in the future, please comment below what this is, what the answer is, please. There's 15 tracks. Thanks so much again. God bless, and have an awesome remainder of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Okay, bye-bye.